Starting off 2026 strong with my son's first ever trip to London. This is his first time on a plane, so of course I had to make sure he was riding in comfort and style. I booked this trip literally 24 hours before we got on the plane, so I was kind of anxious about how it would go, flying for the first time with a baby by myself. But thankfully all the airport staff was so kind and so helpful. We stopped off in the Delta Sky Lounge before we boarded the plane to grab a little snack. The flight from Miami to London is about 8 hours long. And this is my first time traveling back to the UK in like almost a year since I became a permanent resident in America. Normally I'm so confident when I travel, but I was starting to get a bit nervous once we got on the plane because I could feel the eyes on me. I could tell people were thinking like, oh my god, she's got a baby. But little do they know, my baby is so chill. He basically got on the flight and went straight to sleep, so I got to chill, watch some movies. The Virgin staff always takes such good care of you. Because I'm flying with a baby, they really went above and beyond to like make sure I was comfortable and everything was good. They even would watch him if I needed to go to the toilet. Shout out to Harry if you see this, you were great at babysitting. Honestly, all the little details is what really makes the big difference, especially when you're traveling with a baby. My son was more or less asleep the entire flight, so I managed to get some good rest in as well. And we woke up just in time for the breakfast service. I couldn't decide between the salmon bagel and the French toast, so he said, do you want both? And I was like, you know what, why not? These types of experiences always make me feel really grateful because there's absolutely no shame in admitting that you like the finer things in life, and it motivates me to work hard so my son can continue to have these amazing experiences. 8 hours later and we arrived in London, and this lady behind me, she was so kind, she offered to carry my bag off the plane for me. That's one thing I do miss, is how kind and polite British people can be. However, not the ones in immigration who were arguing with one another. We got out and I was so relieved to see my mom, because sometimes as a mom, you also need your mom. I'm so excited to finally bring my son to my hometown and follow for our adventures in London.